Hey everyone, it's Rachel here from CluneTech, and I am delighted to be at the Ronald McDonald House today. So for those of you that don't know, our CSR Programme CluneTech Cares is really proud to support a number of charities both here in Ireland and all over the world. We've got 3 pillars. They are culture and community, wellness and sustainability. And the amazing thing about our programme is that it's entirely employee driven. So we basically donate our money based on what our employees ask for. So with that in mind, the Ronald McDonald House is a cause, I suppose, that's really close to our hearts as an organisation and close to our employees' hearts as well. So I know when we walked around, we spotted some employees' children that have stayed here before. But listen, to introduce you, Louise, first and foremost, Louise Quayle is a corporate partnership manager or relationship manager?
Fundraising manager.
We'll just stick to fundraising manager.
I look after the money.
You look after the money, exactly. But Louise, I suppose start off by telling us how long you've been working here.
So I am here just a little over 5 years. I actually started out as a volunteer through our Cooking for Families programme with another big corporate and completely fell in love with what the Ronald McDonald House do. So the Ronald McDonald House, we are located here on the grounds of Children's Health Ireland at Crumlin. We are exactly 225 steps from the front door of the hospital, and our whole mission, whether it be globally or local, is to keep families close, and that is exactly what we do. So we don't do anything medical. We leave that for the amazing doctors over in the hospital, but what we do is focus on the family. So looking after, tending to their practical needs, quite often that we do take for granted, but become so important when you're faced with a child who is sick over a very long period of time. So we call ourselves the invisible family, and we like to think of ourselves as the invisible family that wraps ourselves around mum and dad and the brothers and sisters and provide them a home and the security and the safety net that they require while facing quite often a long period of time while their child is sick in the hospital.
It's so clear that you've put so much thought into everything. You've got Zach's aquarium outside, and it seems like such a loving place. I feel from the second you walk in, you've nearly got arms wrapped around you from every angle.
Well, that's lovely to hear, because that's exactly what we want families to feel like. It's never going to be their home, and you never want it to be their home, but it has to be the next best thing or the closest thing to that home, especially for family occasions. And Christmas it's a very tough, but yet can be a very magical and special place here. So especially around Mother's Day, Easter, if you're sitting and you have a sick child and you're watching on social media everybody else doing Easter egg hunts or going seeing Santa, and you're stuck in the hospital, and your other siblings are here moping around the house, it's really important that we pull it out of the bag and make it as extra special. And we can only do that because of the support of individuals and corporates, and we couldn't do any of that without the support that we receive from donors and local communities, which is amazing. So we have been granted planning permission to build a new 52-bedroom house at the new Children's Hospital. So we will be front and centre there our doors will be open hopefully at the same time as the hospital to welcome families in straight away. So it's a very exciting opportunity, and outside of just providing extra bedrooms, there's just going to be so much more communal spaces, allowing us to possibly extend our programs or offer additional core programs and services that can really support the well-being of the overall family. So it's a very exciting venture that we have.
And we got a quick look at the plans as well. There's a lovely big garden outside and community rooms and feeding rooms, and again it's so clear that there's just nothing we haven't thought of. I'm joined by the lovely Adrian. We've gotten a Wexford man and a Waterford woman. So listen, Adrian, I believe your son Evan celebrated his 16th birthday last week.
21st June.
You are one of the families that have been very grateful, I suppose, for the help of the Ronald McDonald House.
Our son was diagnosed on the 6th of January with a brain and spinal cancer called medulloblastoma, and your whole world just literally turns upside down overnight. When you're thrown into that situation, it's a case of, where do we stay? Are we going to travel up and down, or are we going to stay at his bedside? And then you have an organisation like the Ronald McDonald House here in Crumlin. We could not fault them. They are unbelievable, from the girls at reception.
I could hear you all having a bit of a laugh outside as well.
But you see, you get to know them. We've been here since the 6th of January, on and off, weeks upon week upon week. And you do get to know people here, and you get to know an awful lot of families that are here as well. And they're part of your journey, and you're part of their journey. Even just to come back, have a quick shower, and have somewhere to lay.
It's to have a base, and
exactly.
The food. I know I spoke to Louise, and we were kind of joking about the smell of the food coming in, but
but companies are great. Like, I mean, they come on board, and I won't say that they're here every day, but they're here. They're here a good 4 or 5 days a week. But it's like you said, it's a base. You get a good hearty meal here. You've lovely hot water. The rooms are lovely. They're presentable. It's not the Ritz. Yeah. but
I'd imagine you get the Ritz service though.
You do. and like even down to all the girls at reception and stuff, nothing is a hassle. Down to the housekeepers and all the rest of it. They are absolutely fantastic. Like, it is, like, I mean, it's a family away from your family.
We're delighted to be, as I said, sponsoring a room in the new house, and we can't wait to pop back and see it when it's all
amazing. And I just want to say, like, it is like, when you're devising a capital campaign and trying to get sponsorship of bedrooms, there's a lot of very worthy charities out there. It's a very competitive market, and it's very hard to drive a capital campaign, especially for the scale of which we're trying to do. And we're absolutely thrilled to have, like, from the minute we even approached CluneTech, Tracy and yourself are completely on board, totally open to the idea, and I know you really championed internally for us to get this over the line, and we're delighted to have the name on one of the doors. Thankfully, we've done quite well in terms of sponsorship, but there's definitely more opportunities there to be discussed if anybody wants to get interest. Product donation is a big thing, so once we have this new house built, we have to fit it out. So that means 52 bedrooms, that means 6 kitchens, a communal kitchen, and anybody who owns a house knows there's a very extensive wish list for every house. And in terms of product donation, that is going to be huge.
And I'm sure people can find out on social media. They can reach out to you directly, check out the website.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Well, listen, thank you so much. It's lovely to finally kind of see the house and just
meet in person.
And meet in person. Exactly. I think it was COVID when we first spoke, but no, look, from all of us at CluneTech, like, the work that you do, I know I've mentioned it already, but you were one of our most requested charities, right? Being able to come on site and just see the amazing work that you do for us in particular, personally, is just fantastic. So
we were very grateful.
No, thank you so much. Well, listen, hopefully we'll catch up in about 2 years' time. We won't leave it that long before we catch up, but hopefully, we'll get a tour of the lovely new house, and we'll see our name on the door there.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.